Vice President/DepEd Chief Sara Duterte heaped praise and plaudit on her outgoing counterpart over her efforts amidst the department's pandemic struggles in a formal handover ceremony earlier today. And as our Daniel Malastas reports, Duterte retained her predecessor's services for consultancy as the department faces huge challenges on the road to recovery.
Vice President and Education Secretary Sara Duterte along with former Education Secretary General Briones arrived together during the department's turnover ceremony. This is the first Monday activity of Duterte as Vice President. In her speech, Vice President Duterte recognized Briones' service, especially the former Education Secretary's decision on how to continue the classes amid the COVID-19 pandemic.
Ma'am Liling, you have completed your mission, you fought the good fights, and we are all here today to celebrate the victories that you and the entire Department of Education have collected over the past 6 years of the Duterte administration. When you said, education must continue, education must never stop, it was a statement that defined the direction of DepEd under your watch. You soldiered on for the sake of the Filipino children, and the entire Department of Education followed suit.
VP Sara also confirmed that Briones committed to be her consultant, and she admitted to being emotional seeing the former secretary bidding her goodbye.
I do not know why. And I was thinking maybe it is because I feel a special bond with Secretary Briones, although we have not worked together. But whenever we meet in activities, she was always pleasant to me. She was never condescending with all the achievements in her professional career as compared to me, a very young 44-year-old politician, and she was always generous with her advice.
Briones bade goodbye to DepEd employees whom she worked with during the past Duterte administration. She also narrated the different accomplishments under her leadership.
We are not ashamed. We are not embarrassed. And we are turning over to our beloved Secretary of Education, Vice President Sara Z. Duterte, an organization which has persevered in spite of and perhaps because of COVID-19. An organization which developed...
Vice President Duterte meanwhile joined a virtual meet and greet with some private educational institutions. Duterte understands that some private schools were badly affected by the pandemic. Daniel Malastas for The Nation.